Hey, what's up everybody? Back with another video. This was gonna be a little different. That's why I'm giving y'all this intro and y'all can actually see my face. But this one here is actually a little bit longer than most of my other videos. This is a start to finish video. And what I mean by that is that from the unboxing of the items that was sent to us from our customer, Mr. Anthony Griffin, actually Mr. Griffin 23 on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. You may know him for his box Chevy with the Pro Charger. Now it has the LSA set up, but he's putting together a Chevelle. And so we did the interior on it. He sent us the original interior with some repop items. We pretty much just used the flange only on it, and everything else we made from scratch. So watch the video, you'll see from the unboxing, designing, woodworking, wrapping, you name it, it's all the way straight through. It's gonna be dope when you bring it out once you get out the paint shop. So I appreciate you all. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Also, just to let you know, we got some heat coming. Ferrari, C10, some type of Chrysler, my brother knows that one. Box Chevy, 2 box Chevys actually. We got a few things like that coming in the works, guys. Oh, we got a Chevelle, another Chevelle coming from out of town. So y'all stay on the lookout for this content, and I'm gonna keep pushing it as much as I can. Thank you. Welcome to the Chevelle project. The homie Anthony Griffin out of Washington State sent us his door panels, his quarter panels, and his rear deck. We're just gonna use the flanges for this, and we're gonna make everything else from scratch. Here's the unboxing of what we got. I got the unboxing done. So here's what we got. Break this down to you. So we got the Chevelle package tray, basically the rear deck piece. I'm gonna make a custom one of them. I'm just use it as a template. Send me some original doors with some handles and a crank. So we're gonna go ahead and get those reupholstered custom. I thought the doors was in better condition, but they're not, so we're not gonna use any of it. I'm gonna just use the metal flanges on top. That's all I need. For the quarter panels, these are actually repops. I can use pretty much everything that comes with it. The plastic on the back and the card. We just rip the material and stuff off of it. Hate to do it because it's good material, but ain't no point in reinventing the wheel here. And then we got some new window sweeps, which will be for the doors. All right, everybody. Now we got the actual door panel markered on what we call chipboard. So what I normally do is I'm not just gonna cut it. I'm actually gonna usually use my marker and put it where my actual cutting bit needs to be. I'll show you on my CNC. So I got the Chevelle CNC, however you wanna pronounce that shit. Excuse the language, but I always they put a groove here for a marker. And you can actually zip tie a marker and it'll run the same course as it would if it was cutting it. And so, long story short, I always run it out on chipboard so I can kind of know exactly what am I looking at. And y'all can see that here. So the only kicker with it is that my machine is not big enough to cut whole doors. So that's gonna be my next upgrade, to get one where we can cut pretty much 2 doors at one time versus me cutting half and half and having to merge it together. When you see the finished product, you ain't even gonna tell. But we got it. I like it for the most part. Only thing I don't like is that on the original doors, if you can see here, and this ain't the original door, I cut a new door card, but you can see the original markings went here. And then you can see mine's up here. So I gotta bring this down about 1.5 inches so it can match with the original. It's important to do that because on the quarter panels, there's a window crank that I don't want to interfere with this. And I don't want to have to mess around with it. We got enough clearance here for the window crank to go around and around. I thought this was pretty big enough for the bottom of it, simulating what the door handle will be. You can see my markings here though actually is where the original door handle actually is. So I was pretty close on that. I like the size of all that, but I think it's gonna come out pretty good. So I just gotta make a couple little tweaks. And then I'm gonna start cutting it out of wood or PVC or plastic, whatever I decide to use. Hey everybody, here is the rear deck for the Chevelle. So on this here, we're gonna do black plexi back there on the, and then let the Chevelle be etched out. I don't know if we're gonna do lights or not back there, like the doors will have an orange light on it. But we'll have it basically in black vinyl, and then that signature Chevelle piece is going to be in either some gray or silver material Then we're gonna end up having the speaker covers, but I'm actually gonna make this insert piece sink into the base of the rear deck as well as the speaker covers itself. So to give it a 3D look. And then we're gonna do some engraving here on the corners just to give it some detail. You can see that one's different than this one. And the reason being is I was trying to figure out which one I want to pick, but I think I'm gonna go with this one because it kind of mimics the design here, and I'll flip it and put it over in that corner. So I went ahead and actually drew it out on chipboard so I can just see and base it off the template I had. And when I did it and put the measurements that I made off the template, it lined exactly up. There's a slight curve here, and that curve is correct. So I know it'll come out pretty good. All right, y'all, we back, and I got a lot of work done on this since the video before this. I'm probably gonna merge all these videos as one, but I got our base panel on our flange, I got our top panel, our Landau foam, I got the mold so that the plexi, the LED can get housed, plus press in insert that'll hold it all together and say what it needs to say. 45 it all. Then also got our mold here. And you can see it's gonna actually screw on from the back into the screw insert. And then I gotta merge it because my CNC ain't long enough to cut that long of a piece. So I merge them together, put a little mud on, can't even tell. Got a piece of plex in here that says Chevelle. Oh yeah, it's coming together real good, y'all. Almost time for wrap. I just gotta foam the flange, make it go over that panel so that it'll slide under, and then wrap the base, wrap the mold separate, and wrap this, and then I flip and wrap it over. It 45s all the way down to the base, so I can push it down and then flip it over. But I got a surprise for y'all on that molding. I was supposed to do it in like a gray material, all black, orange stitching, gray material, but I got something better for that. I'm actually have to show you guys on the next video, or maybe at the end of the build, because I know the customer actually is watching this. So, but I got a surprise for that molding. But we're coming together on this door. And after that, I'm gonna knock out the second door. We do the quarters and then the rear deck. All right, y'all, I done got it wrapped. It's probably the best doors I done did year to date. So this part right here is gonna get cut out. There's actually an insert that I gotta wrap right here. And there's gonna be plexi in here. I think it's gonna either say built not bought or Mr. Griffin 23, whatever he decides. So I'm gonna cut this out. Plexi gonna be in there, the ring, and then it's gonna light up in orange to match the orange lines. There's a handle on here that my brother already stitched up and wrapped. It's actually at his house, so I gotta get that. Yeah, you gotta make sure them lines are straight going across. And this is padded up here, so if you put your arm up, and then check this out. Oh, and right here, this will be cut out too. It's gonna say Malibu and Plexi in there. What y'all want you to see, if y'all can actually see it, this is what they call brushed aluminum material. And it's dope. It definitely looks like brushed aluminum. Hard to see to a certain extent, but it does. It's gonna be dope. Black plexi, either his name or built not bought, light up in orange stitching, and then that's gonna be either black and says Malibu, or I might actually do it in orange because I got a piece of orange plexi left, and I can put that in there and etch in Malibu. So, oh yeah, looking good. All right, y'all, got a little update. I got the molding in here. I actually cut another one to where it actually comes out a little bit further here, so I can put a metal insert in, so then I can secure it from the back with a screw. And then this, you won't be able to tell because the insert will be in there and mudded over. I normally do a press in, but with it being a door, I just feel like it might be a little bit more secure with the plexi behind it with a screwed in. I did get the orange piece in here. It's gonna be hard to see. But as you can see, it does say Malibu, but it is hard to see right now. It is supposed to be faint, don't get me wrong, but it is kind of dark in the garage, don't look like it. But I think that'll look good with the orange lines, clearly. I do got the quarter panels over here worked. Basically, I just refoamed them. I used a 1/4 inch, no, 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch. But the way I'm actually going to do this, which is the right one, is if you notice, I put space. And the reason being is because I don't have the car. So I did mark where the original lines went, but I wanted to allow so that the customer, if they needed to, they can go up and then down with it, or they can go like sideways with it to get it to line up 100% here. And then with the silver mold there on the door, because I don't have a car and I wanted to make, that's not gonna move, but this will. So I end up going to put slits up and down and then inserts. So then when they go to screw it in, they can kind of adjust it the way they want to adjust this after it's wrapped. Suede with orange lines, and then the black vinyl material up there. And then it's gonna actually make a cut in between here so that the mold will hide it, the transition, and then, but it'll still give it room to move without showing the transition line. So that's our update for the day. More to come. Oh, whoopee, got these quarters done. I didn't really show you how I actually did them, but they're done. So, and then also got the sweeps on. These are riveted on, of course, as you can see. And then those silver molds, to ensure that they do line up with the doors, I actually gapped it here and gapped it here where the suede is. It's hard to see, to where the customer, since I'm shipping them, when he gets them, he can make sure that they line up to the doors. And if they don't, he can actually adjust these up and down. So on the back side, there is some screws here. As you can see, the screws. And then he's gonna, if need to, make some space for the hole of the screw so he can scoot it up or scoot it down or whatever he may need to do. But they actually are lined up perfect to the doors, I'm sure. But since I don't have the car, worst case, he can't adjust these. So that's why I made them the way I did. So quarters is done. About to show y'all these doors. All right, y'all. We got that back deck done. Looking good, don't it? Call it clean and simple, and that molding kind of mimics the door design that they have on those Chevelles. I always leave a little extra on the sides because normally you can tuck it up under the trim. And then this is the part that goes on the seat, so it'll go behind the back seat. But also I try something new. Normally I put a bezel around here so that when it lights up, you can hide the lights, but I was able to press this plexi in and voila. Now I did notice that when I put the wire through the hole, clearly no LEDs is gonna be there, but it still looks good. Next time I could run the LED and try to force it through, but this goes on the back deck and I don't want it to cause any kind of gappage. So the only thing that's up under there, because it's flat, is just the wires, but there's a tunnel I built for the wires. So, but it came out real good for that to light up in the back. So, looking good, y'all. About to get ready to package it up and ship it on out. All right, folks, we here. These doors is a wrap. What y'all know about that? Malibu. Kind of a hint etching there. Mr. Griffin 23, you got your stuff on the way, player. All right, y'all. Y'all know what we're gonna do. Some lights here. Let me get it plugged up for y'all. Sorry, wasn't prepared all the way, but boom, orange. Got that orange. Y'all wait till y'all see the Chevelle. I think it's gonna be like a champagne color. Actually, I don't know, but I know it's got orange in it, silver, black. Just don't be lie to y'all. Y'all know us. Let me lift this out. Got our sweeps in there. Put on by the rivets. Only thing that we reused was the flange. Everything else made by me. Oh, got the handle over here. Let me get that to y'all. So the handle, he's going with the original handle on here, or the original base piece. I made holes for it. Oh, right there. So it goes here. And then we went more of a texture on the handle. And it actually bolts on right there. Looks pretty good. And then he's gonna go with, I believe, a black pull, and then a black crank, which will go here. There's holes and stuff. I'm just gonna let him cut it in the actual suede itself. But looking good. Man, came out real good. Original with a twist is what I call it. What y'all know about that? Man, and that right there, I love that. It's like they call it brushed aluminum material. I'm telling y'all, in the sunlight, the thing pops. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Can't wait till we get this installed. We'll see. Should be out of paint soon. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you.